Hi guys, it's Machaela. Today I'm just going to do a fun makeup video. It's the 21 questions makeup edition here on YouTube. Honestly, I wasn't going to do it, but I've been watching them and I've kind of been enjoying them, so I figured, why not? I've got enough to talk about. So let's get in with question 1. I do have them all written down on my notes right here, so just if I'm looking down, I'm just referencing everything I have written down. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with question 1, and that is my oldest makeup product, and that is actually this mineral blush. This particular one, I don't believe it's the oldest in my collection. I have mine in the shade Peony, but it is something I've had throughout the years. This was actually the first blush I got into when I started wearing makeup. I think it was like mid-high school that I started wearing blushes more. And I purchased this one, and it's like the perfect shade for me. It's just like, it's like peachy, but it's pink, but it's not too intense, and I absolutely am loving this one. Question number 2 is a trend that I used to love, but now I hate. Quite honestly, it is winged eyeliner. It's been around for years. It's been around since I was in high school. I tried so many times to pull it off because I love the way it looks on other people, but I cannot pull it off. And I still am trying different ways to make it work, and it just doesn't work. I think it's just because of my eye shape. The wing just doesn't work well with my eyes, so I've pretty much given up. I mean, every once in a while I'll try a new technique, and even then it still doesn't quite work out. So honestly, because of that, I wouldn't mind seeing the trend completely disappear. It's just not something that works for me. Number 4 is a trend that I used to hate and now I love, and that would be a heavy blush. Up until about the beginning of 2021, I actually was very light-handed with my blush. I didn't really care for it. I thought it looked really crazy on other people, but then I started playing around with blush more, and I found different ways to use it, and now it's actually one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine, is being able to play around with blushes, layer blushes, do different things with blushes. So it's actually something that I now really am enjoying, and I literally just started this like 2 months ago. So I figured it's a good way to be able to play around with blushes and get more use out of my blushes. Number 5 is the first makeup product I had ever used. And the first thing I ever used, it was when I convinced my mom to allow me to wear makeup. You know, I was at like that 12, 13-year-old age. Things were changing. I was kind of getting insecure with myself. And so I had asked my mom if I can wear makeup, and the first thing she ever let me try was eyeshadow. It was like brown, little shimmery. It was very neutral and very muted, but she did let me start experimenting with makeup at that time, so that is the first makeup product I have ever tried. My favorite step in my makeup routine is also eyeshadow. And yeah, question number 6, by the way. My favorite step in my routine is eyeshadow. I love it because it's where the creativity comes in. For me, beauty is not just something I just do because I do it or because I feel insecure with the way I look without makeup. It's a creative outlet for me, and for me, I feel like the eyeshadow is where I can get the most in tune with my creative side. There are so many different things you can do with eyeshadow, so many different looks. Everything from a simple one and done look to a full-on glam eyeshadow look that you can still wear out and about every day. So I love being able to get into the creative mindset of being able to play around with eyeshadow and different colors and formulas and things like that. Question number 7 is a product I can't live without. And I'm sure this is pretty common across a lot of people, but it's mascara. Mascara is just one of those things that it either makes or breaks the look. The look, or not makes or breaks it, but it really emphasizes the look. It completes the look. You can have eyeshadow on, and as much as I love eyeshadow, my look doesn't come together until I put my mascara on. And it's one of those products where if you do nothing else to your face, but you put on a little bit of mascara, you'll look a little bit more done than if you didn't have any mascara. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, it's super common, but it really is a vital step in, I believe, any makeup routine if you wear nothing else in your routine. Number 8, what sparked my love for makeup? And this one's actually pretty personal. I've always been into beauty and fashion ever since I was a little girl. The first thing I ever fell in love with was like the Disney princesses and things like that growing up. And I fell in love with it because of the sparkly dresses, because of the fashion, because of the beauty. And I've always had like a soft spot in my heart for the pretty things in life. And growing up, it was always about fashion and jewelry and beauty and like a lot of textures in my clothes. I was always, my friends will say, I was always the one who went over the top with the fashion. I always had glitter on. I always had something neat going on with my clothes. I had a lot of jewelry on all the time, and I never left the house without being complete. However, as I became a mother, I had to very much alter some of that. Like, my beauty emphasis always used to be in what I wore. However, as a mom, I realized I can't wear a lot of glitter anymore. I can't wear a lot of texture in my clothes. I can't wear, my shirts and dresses especially. I can't wear a whole lot of jewelry. So as I was pregnant and I started thinking, okay, what's my style going to be like now? I really gravitated towards makeup. And I kind of went full throttle with it when I was pregnant. It was kind of like, I believe it kind of started off as a nesting thing with my oldest and just kind of turned into a full-on, like, I've always played with makeup. I wore makeup from the minute my mom would allow me to wear makeup at 12 years old, and that's just been a part of my routine. But I didn't really get into learning about makeup and getting into knowledge of makeup and like different products and stuff until I became a mother. And so what I did, instead of getting all caught up in like beauty and fashion and letting the clothing and the jewelry be my creative outlet, I let makeup be my creative outlet, and it was a really good replacement for that. Now I still am heavily into fashion, heavily into like clothing and stuff like that. Jewelry, not so much. The only pieces of jewelry I wear are pieces that my husband has gotten me throughout the years, and that's because those are really special to me. But like fashion, I found different ways to kind of create a mom fashion kind of situation for myself, a mom look that makes me still feel like me, but it works for my kids. And part of that was makeup, because I can still be as creative as I want with makeup, and I don't have to worry about whether or not my baby's head is going to be comfortable on my chest because of some kind of texture going on or some kind of jewelry, or whether she's going to yank at something on my face and it's going to like ruin what I'm wearing. And it's just kind of a way for me to express myself and who I am as a lover of beauty, fashion, and makeup, but express it in a way that works with being a mother. So question number 9 is, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? And for me, it's not a single look. It's more like anything I have done with any kind of heavy black makeup looks bad on me. And again, I think it's my fair skin. I think it's my eye shape. I just can't pull it off. It makes my eyes look small. It makes them look sunken in. So I feel like anything that's super heavy, like, and mostly black, I can pull off anything from grays to blues to bolder looks. And some of them make me look a little bit like, make my eyes look a little bit smaller, but black in particular is really bad.
I want some more.
On the flip side to that, going into question 10, what is the best makeup look you've ever done, or your favorite? And again, for me, it's not just one particular look. It's more about the type of look I create. And for me, that's anything with a light, like shimmery, like inner 2/3 of the eyelid, making it very light and sparkly, and then really smoking it out on the outer corner. I love a good defined look, a good look that's smoked out. I've got multiple like shimmer shades. I've got a couple of really good deeper shades, and I feel like any of those look really makes my eyes pop. Question 11. What is my favorite drugstore product? And for me, that is my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. I think it's really good. I think the creasing is, slim to none, just kind of depending on your skin type. I think it's affordable. I mean, for $6, this concealer has lasted me a long time. This was my Project Pan concealer, so if you wanted to check out those videos, I'll leave the playlist link down below, but I did actually finish this one, and it is my favorite one. And then my question 12 is my favorite splurge product, and that would be my Natasha Denona Love Palette. I absolutely love this palette. As of late, I've really been into kind of these pinker, purpley tones. And I love playing with this palette. I love messing around with this palette. And it's so much fun for me to use. Number 13 is what is my most repurchased product, and as of the last couple years it has been the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I go through setting sprays pretty quickly, so I'm not overly worried about having quite a few of them in my collection, but I always go back to this. It is my go-to when I'm wanting long-lasting makeup that's not going to look cakey, but it's going to set and it's going to stay all day long. Number 14 is my favorite place to shop for makeup, and that would be Ulta. For those of you who have been following along my journey, I am on a journey to only shop at local businesses. However, I did make the exception of shopping at Ulta because it is my favorite store. So overall, I like their point system. I think it's very good. I think it's very fun to kind of play around, look at, like 5 times the points here, 3 times the points here. Here's a freebie if you get this. I think it's just kind of fun to do. I mean, I know it's a way to get you to spend your money and it's really not good, but I absolutely love doing that. Number 15 is my most underrated makeup product, and I feel like it is the Ulta Beauty. This is their, what's it called? Their New Heights mascara. I got this in one of the Ulta gifts right around Christmas time, and I absolutely love it. It is by far one of my favorites. It's like volumizing, it's lengthening, it's separating, and it's super affordable, and this is definitely my favorite mascara and my most underrated product in my collection. And number 16, what is my most overrated product? And it is the It Cosmetics CC Cream. This is just a sample pack that came in like an Ulta gift. I don't know what the hype is around this. Honestly, I hear so many people of so many different skin types raving about it, and I just don't get it. I can't make it work for me. Honestly, I'm probably going to get rid of this little sample I have, but I had a mini about a year and a half ago, and I hated it. Number 17. What is my earliest makeup memory? And this goes hand in hand with the question of what is the first makeup product I've ever used. And for me, it's being like 12, 13 years old, and asking my mom if I could wear makeup for the first time. I was thinking, she was going to say no, it's probably a long shot for me, but I was at that age where things were changing for me. You're just hitting your teens and everything's kind of haywire, so just starting to get insecure about yourself, and we were just at that age. And when my mom said yes, I was so surprised. I was just super excited, you're letting me wear makeup for the first time. And I remember asking, okay, can I wear eyeshadow? And then the next day, can I wear mascara? And then the next day it was a little bit of blush, and I did this once a week for a while there, but slowly but surely she let me just wear a little bit more at a time, a little bit more at a time, a little bit more at a time. And I was just so excited. And again, I've always had a love for beauty, but when I got to that age where I was allowed to wear makeup, I was just so thrilled. Number 18 is what discontinued makeup product do you wish would come back? And I was torn. There was 2 things, and it was either the Urban Decay Naked Original palette, because I never got my hands on it, and I'm so mad at myself because I was had the opportunity to, and then I decided against it. I was shopping with my sister one day, and the palettes were 50% off. So I really wish I could have gotten that Naked palette, because I've got almost all of the Naked palettes. So I was pretty upset about that. And then another one is the brand Jordana. I recently learned that it had gone out of business, and it was such a cute little brand. I mean, I only had a couple of lip products from them, but I would have loved to have tried more from them. It was super affordable. It was one of those stores, one of those makeup brands you'd find at the grocery store. So I wanted to try more, so I'm a little bit upset. Number 19. Where do I go for makeup inspiration? And for me, it's watching other YouTubers. Whenever I get a new eyeshadow palette that I'm wanting to experiment around with, I'll go ahead and just search up that palette and watch what kind of looks other people are creating. And from there, I always get inspired to do my own look with a particular palette. Or, I'll be going through my feed watching makeup videos, because that's my favorite thing to watch on YouTube. and see what kind of looks, and then I'll just kind of get sparked by my own products and things I want to try and experiment for myself. So I really get inspired by watching what other people are doing, and then that like catapults me into kind of creating things myself. So it's really neat. Number 20. What do I want to see less of in makeup's future? And for me, again, I'm kind of torn between two, and that's false eyelashes and lip gloss. One, I just don't like false eyelashes. I feel like they look fake. I feel like they're emphasizing things that really don't need to be emphasized. I mean, I get it. There are people who like have no eyelashes and want a little bit of help, and I understand that. But like when you have beautiful eyelashes, do you really need false eyelashes? And then again, with lip gloss, it's like, it's so sticky. It gets everywhere. I would like to, like, I can't wear lip glosses because of my kids. I mean, they'll get into them, and then, like, I'll like, try and love on them, and then lip gloss gets everywhere. It gets stuck to my hair, and it's just really inconvenient to wear. So I don't see the hype around that. I don't think I ever will. I mean, every once in a while I can get it, like, for a special occasion, but still, I mean, I really don't. I would like to see lip gloss just, like, go away. And number 21 is, what do I want to see more of? This is kind of a hard one because, like, I would have said, like, seeing more natural looking makeup, like more fresh skin, less heaviness in terms of skin, but that's already happening. That's been a huge trend in 2020, and that seems to be where makeup is going now as opposed to a few years ago. Like, if I would have been asked this like 3 years ago, I would have been like, quit with the heavy foundation. But that's happening. So I am kind of went with, I like to see more mom-friendly makeup. And when I say that, I know it's hard because it's like, okay, we'll do less. But what about the mom who wants to do a full face of makeup who just doesn't have the time? You know, what about the mom who's just, you know, she wants to do a quick makeup look, but letting it be like a full glam quick makeup look. And I'd like to see maybe like a primer infused bronzer, or maybe brow products that you can get like an all-in-one sort of situation. Like, I really love the Anastasia Brow Definer because it's a quick like fill in the brows and you're done. And I'd like to see more of like that kind of thing. Love that's very innovative is the Becca Zero Pigment Foundation, because it's your primer, it's your foundation all in one. You can use it as both, you can use it as one or the other. I really like this because you could put all of your cheek products on top, and I feel like I'd love to see more, like, I don't want to say maybe makeup products, but rather makeup techniques that cater more towards a mom on the go. Or maybe somebody who's working, who just wants to get out the door in the morning and doesn't have a lot of time to do their makeup as they're trying to rush. But they still want to look good and they want to feel good about themselves. And, you know, for me, you know, and I'm sure a lot of us here, it's, I look good, I feel good, I'm confident. I mean, for me, makeup is a huge confidence booster. So, it's kind of complicated, but it's definitely something I wouldn't mind seeing more of in the future. And with that, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the next video. I just said that. I don't know why I tried saying that twice. Anyway, God bless, and bye, guys.